This is the APD Pod Squad. I'm Rick Rice. Thanks for tuning in. As my minister on Sunday says, if this is your first time joining us, you are especially welcome. And hey, don't forget to click subscribe or like or remind me or however your service provider does that, depending on where you get this podcast. Could be Apple or Spotify or iTunes or any of those. And that way you're reminded and you don't miss a single minute. Shout out to all the married people that are listening. I'm one of you, married 25 years this September. Did you know National Marriage Week is February 7th to 14th, described as an opportunity to focus on building a culture of life and love that begins with supporting and promoting marriage and the family. We've got several folks here who are married to fellow members of APD, and in this episode, I'm joined by some of them, Matt and Amy Stapanowich and Jonathan and Miranda Derrick. From Community Engagement, Sergeant Jesse Ramirez has a big announcement about the new Immersion Academy, something we teased in the last episode. That's all coming up on Year 2, Episode 11 of the APD Pod Squad. Joining me now, Detective Amy Stapanowich and Senior Police Officer Matt Stapanowich. No coincidence on the last names. They are married. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Just jump right in there, Matt. You don't have to. But this is what I kind of expect from a married couple. It's kind of like, so we know who defers to the other. We've already established that. Amy is obviously the talkative one, right?
Yes.
I've seen you down in the gym.
Yes.
I haven't met Matt before, so good to meet you.
I'm around, but I'm not usually in this building.
Well, I figure you are. As a member of the Asheville Police Department, out on the streets, member of the patrol division. So we've got a detective and a senior police officer, and we celebrate National Marriage Day, which is February 8th, National Marriage Week, February 7th to 14th. I think I counted 8 married couples as part of the Asheville Police Department.
That sounds about right. There's quite a few of them.
Yes, some of which have met on the job, like here, like afterwards, and some have met, before and then joined together. So what's the Stapanowich story? Which one wants you to take that one? She's laughing.
Well, we got hired at the same time, and we were friends for quite a while.
Okay, so you knew each other before APD?
No, we did not.
Okay.
We got hired at the same time.
Oh, just hired at the same time.
And then we were friends throughout the academy.
We went through BLET together.
Now, see, I didn't know that. So same class?
Same
class.
That's
Which
how we
one?
met.
What year was that?
2017.
Yep.
2017. What is the Stapanowich story? You guys obviously met there. There was a spark, as they say. And then, one thing led to another. You started dating?
Eventually, yes. we were really in the same friend group. There were 4 or 5 of us that were all hanging out together, just the group of us. And then it was Girl Scout cookies for me. So we were out in downtown Asheville, a group of us. And we saw some Girl Scout cookies being sold, and they only took cash. And we were all like, oh, man, we don't have any cash on us, so we couldn't get any Girl Scout cookies. And then Matt says, oh, I've got some cash on me. I'll buy you guys Girl Scout cookies. And then he went over and got us all Girl Scout cookies. And I was like, that's a nice guy. Like, that's just so kind-hearted. And so I figured, I was like, I want to be this guy's friend. And then that grew after that. Who
asked whom on a date? Where did, you guys were friends, but where did it, kind of take the next step? Matt, did you ask her out or vice versa?
I don't think any of us did.
I think it happened pretty naturally.
Yeah.
I definitely...
Like group date type stuff? Like I was friends, a bunch of you?
We hung out in group settings a lot, and then I caught feelings before he caught feelings, for sure.
Yeah. But I don't remember any time where it was like, specifically asking to go out on a date. I mean, we would go hang out, but I don't know if you consider that a date or not. I guess you probably would.
At some point, you were alone.
Well, right, yeah.
I think the first time that we were actually alone out somewhere intentionally, just the two of us, was my birthday. I had invited a couple of friends for my birthday dinner, and they all flaked, but Matt was the only one who showed up.
So almost kind of an accidental date of sorts.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes. We had already realized at that time that we were developing feelings, and that night, I think, was the first time we were out at a nice place, dressed up, and then it ended up being the two of us. So.
And you couldn't even be mad at your friends for bailing because it ended up well, right?
It worked out.
Ended up working out.
It worked out in the end.
But your friends bailed on you on your birthday?
Yeah. won't name some of them that still work
No,
here.
if you want to call them out, you can. I mean, that's just something you don't do. But like you said, it was a happy ending.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it worked out.
Here's something a little more definitive than who asked whom on the date. Who asked who to marry them?
It was me.
Okay.
It was me. Roan Mountain, Tennessee.
Oh, Roan Mountain.
Yep.
Okay, out in the wilderness type thing, like kind of going for a hike or something.
It was up on the top. It was snowy. It was Super Bowl Sunday in 2020.
Okay.
So
Very
I remember
snowy.
that much.
Yes. Yeah, for the first time, I'm the planner of the two of us. I love to plan trips, vacations, anything. And for the first time, Matt said that around Valentine's Day, February time, he planned a weekend away. So
And she found the ring before.
no, there were clues.
Were you digging and then found in the
Yeah, great
luggage,
question.
or how'd that work exactly?
So originally, when we had talked about getting married, Matt told me, I want it to be a total surprise for you. Like, we had discussed the ring, things that I wanted or liked.
I get it.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
But he was like, it's going to be a complete surprise. You're going to have no idea. And so I was excited for that.
Well, sure.
And then around winter time in 2019, he said that he had a trip planned in February. And then he said that he
Was
had
it around Valentine's Day, dude?
early, at the beginning of February.
No, it wasn't. It
Just saying
wasn't
that-
for
that's kinda-
Valentine's. I was
kinda
trying
a
to
tell if
think.
it
I don't
was.
think it was.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly why
right.
that time. I guess I don't know. Maybe we just had time off or something.
When you could get the time off together, working the job, that type of stuff.
I guess so.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
And
it was
just
just a
availability
weekend.
and the like where we were going.
Yeah, maybe where you rented, maybe something like that.
And
But I interrupted. Keep going.
he circled a date on the calendar and said, I have another gift for you, but you can't have it for Christmas. But it's not going to come in until this day. And he circles it on the calendar. I'm like, okay, what's up with that? And he wouldn't tell me what it was, but then he plans this trip. And so I'm thinking, putting two and two together. And he was just so excited about it. And so I went back and forth with my friends. It's like, I think it's going to happen. But he had said he wanted it to be a surprise. So why would he be circling dates on the calendar?
Gotta get you excited for it.
For when this was going to happen, or the purchase, and like when it was getting delivered, because he ordered it from a jeweler and they were having it shipped. And so I was so confused. But then, okay, so we go to this cabin. We know we're going on a hike. And I couldn't stand it. And so he was in the shower, and I needed to figure out for this hike we were going on if I needed to do my hair and makeup because it was snowing.
Might be a photographer.
You know,
Jump out from behind a tree. No one knows.
And so I figured, okay, let me make sure that I'm not crazy. And so I looked in his bag and I saw the box. I did not open the box. That's all I needed to know was that it's not like it was a big surprise anyway.
No.
So he knew that I knew, I think. But I did not open the box. I knew right then he deserved to see my face when I saw it for the first time. So I giggled and ran to the bathroom and curled my hair and did full hair and makeup for a hike, which never happened. So he knew that I knew. We both knew that I knew.
He knew that you knew that he knew you
Yes.
knew.
So,
So much for
Yeah.
the element of surprise.
No, I mean, it's. I was excited, so I wasn't trying to keep it a super secret.
It's tough to keep the
going
poker
to,
face
yeah.
for something like it. It's a big
Yeah.
deal, and you don't want to screw it up, right? Did you have a little speech plan and everything? I know I did when I did it. No, you're just going to wing it?
I don't think so. I think I just winged it.
I
Do
think
you remember anything?
I asked you after, and you said that you had a speech planned, but as soon as
I don't
you
remember
started,
that.
it went out the window.
Well,
Yeah, sounds
And you
about
just
right.
said what
Well,
Sounds about right,
Sounds
so.
like she said yes. So I
it
guess
worked. It was
Yeah,
effective.
yeah.
Okay, well, that's it's way better than what happened when I proposed. Okay, which was at Max Patch, which is up there near Hot
Yeah,
Spring. Okay,
we've been there.
So that was in, I guess that was 2000. Was it 2000? I think it was 2000. I had a speech prepared. I delivered it. I nailed it on the knee. The whole thing. It was actually, how crowded it is there now.
Yes.
It was not 20 years ago. It was, it just wasn't. People didn't really discover it until a little bit later. So I do the whole thing. I think I nail it, and she just stares at me. And now I've stood up, of course, and I'm just kind of, as a dude, I'm just waiting.
Right.
And then, of course, she hugs me, but that's still not an answer.
That's not a good
That's
sign.
right.
See, and then I'm like, I don't know if I said well or something, whatever it was. Eventually, I got her to say yes, but it was a little bit of having to pull that out. So it wasn't quite, you want the hallmark moment where they, not just because the hug can mean many things, so anyway.
I think I giggled.
Yeah, but it was in a good way. Like I knew right away what it was going to be.
I think I jumped up and down a little bit.
It was a hallmark moment.
Yeah.
Was it?
Oh.
Awesome.
Oh.
Okay. So, and what year did you get married then? So how many years are we married now?
That same year. So I proposed February. We got married November 2020.
So pretty quick.
We didn't want to wait.
Yeah,
whirlwind, I guess you
we knew
would
what
say.
we were doing.
So coming up on 6 years married currently? Then?
Currently,
It's what year is it? 2026. That's why it's great because we got married on that even year. So
good. That makes the math.
6 years.
Yeah, it makes the math.
This November will be 6 years.
So I can remember my wedding date because it was 11 days after 9/11, like literal 9/11. So it's like it's 22nd of September now, and I can remember the year, obviously 2001. So I know without that though, I would be an absolute mess. Let me ask you this: what is it like both being a member of the same department, both on the job, so to speak? Do you think that's good for the relationship? You guys can swap stories. You can relate to each other type thing, or is it sometimes this is all we talk about?
No, I think it's good. We have two very different jobs. She's a detective at the Family Justice Center. I'm on the new traffic team, so our paths don't cross. But we still know the same people. We know the same job. She was on patrol for 5 years, so she knows all that. So I don't have any experience as a detective, but it's nice getting some insider knowledge from her about that job because whenever I'm out on the road teaching the new officers, I can kind of maybe give them a little bit of pointers or tips, especially if they want to be a detective in the future, or just having a little bit more knowledge of what goes on behind those doors. But other than that, it's not like we see each other a whole lot,
Amy, I know you mentioned 5 years patrol and now a detective. So did you go directly from patrol to general detective or directly to Family Justice Center where you are now?
I went straight to the Family Justice Center. That was ultimately my goal, and I couldn't believe that they put me straight over there. For a long time, they mentioned that it would probably be general assignment for a time to get the ropes. But they sent me straight to the Family Justice Center, and I love it over there. I love the team that I work with now. Everybody wants to be over there and is really passionate about that type of work, which makes all the difference. And I was just talking about it with Doug Sheehan, retired Detective Doug Sheehan today, the numbers that we had last year. We had record-breaking numbers over at the FJC last year.
You guys are doing fantastic work over there. You've got that going on there. And then, Matt, with the return of the traffic safety unit, this is a brand new... Well, new now. We had it, and then because of staffing issues, we had to disband it. And now this is exciting, though, because we've heard from the community. There's areas around town where they've asked for us to be there to increase traffic safety with enforcement. And so now that it's been about a month, I guess?
Yeah, it's been about a month.
So what are we seeing? What kind of results are you seeing now that it's back, you're doing what you're doing? You've seen some positive results from it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We've heard a lot of feedback from the community that they've been happy. They've been seeing us out more. Before community engagement, they had a ton of responsibilities, but they also handled the responsibility of traffic complaints from the community, and they're happy to pass those along to us where we can focus on that. Because before, they would try to address it best they can, but of course, they're doing 1,000 other things. So now we can spend more time out there. A big focus for us is school zones. So we're working on, there's only 3 of us. Our sergeant will start next week, but it's 3 great people. I'm very happy to be on the team. And I don't know how best to say it. It's good for the team to be back, and then we handle the fatal and serious injury crashes as well instead of officers that don't have quite as much training.
I mean, nobody likes getting pulled over, right? Nobody likes getting a speeding ticket, but I think most people also recognize that people need to reduce their speed for safety purposes too, especially in school zones.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
It really is a quality of life issue, and for the entire community. And I know areas like Claxton, we've had a lot of community concerns from there.
Yeah, that's been a big one that we've been trying to work with.
I mean,
try to be up there as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, people fly through there, and because it's a major corridor. I think it's a dirty little secret that traffic wasn't really being enforced. There wasn't much of an enforcement arm for a few years. And so I think people they kind of got faster and faster and more reckless. And, we've seen the fatalities go up, the pedestrian fatalities go up, and probably a cause and effect, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, there's definitely contributing circumstances. Speed is usually a big one, as well as, of course, alcohol use, drug use. But I wouldn't say most, but a lot of our fatalities and serious injury crashes are caused by speeds.
All right,
excessive speeds, I should say.
We've got Senior Police Officer Matt Stapanowich with us and Detective Amy Stapanowich, and we're going to play the Newlywed Game. You are no longer newlyweds, of course. However, I would think you'd have enough.
Sure we are.
In
the span of hopefully how long the marriage is, we are still newlyweds.
Well, you've certainly had enough time to get to know each other to answer these questions. So I provided both with some questions that are different than the other, and I have the answers in front of me, and we're going to see how well you know each other. All right, so Amy's answered some questions. Matt has answered some questions. So we're going to go back and forth one at a time. I will present the question. I know the answer. Let's see if you know the answer. So we'll start with Amy.
Man, I have to guess first.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
He said the answer.
Okay.
So you've got to see if these answers match up. Does that make sense?
I guess the pressure's on you then, not me.
So what is Amy's least favorite food? Amy, what is your least favorite food?
Garlic.
You are correct. Well, I should say he is correct. Black olives or garlic. You also
yeah. He loves both of those things. And he loves to cook with lots of garlic. And so being the wonderful, kind husband that he is will decrease the amount of garlic if I'm also partaking in the meal.
I think the fact that you like those and she hates those, that'll come into play in what you order on a pizza, which is another question later on. So the question for Amy, who is Matthew's celebrity crush? Who is your celebrity crush?
I don't have one.
That is correct.
Okay, I was really trying to think, who would she pick?
Sometimes the no answer is the answer.
Yeah, I guess so.
Amy says he doesn't have one. How about that?
I have tried multiple times to ask without, we've had group conversations with coworkers, we're just, the celebrity hall pass, it's just a silly game. And every time we talk, he doesn't come up with one.
It's not that every guy has one. I don't really have one. Now, I had one growing up, like when I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
It was Kathy Ireland from, you might have seen the old Budweiser St. Patrick's Day poster. And I'm way old for you. Anyway, it was Kathy Ireland for me. But that was like 40 years ago. I get it. All right. So you guys are nailing it so far. All right. So we asked your least favorite food. What is your favorite food, Amy?
This is almost a little embarrassing because I promise I'm an adult and not a child. But it's pizza Lunchables.
Pizza Lunchables is correct. Cotton candy was also an answer.
Oh, man.
Big fan of the cotton candy?
I'm a huge cotton candy fan.
All right.
I had a cotton candy quest as one of my yearly resolutions a couple years ago and tried every flavor of cotton candy I could find, or people would send me really strange ones. Ranch flavored cotton candy was the absolute worst.
Oh my
but
God.
I tried some really delicious ones and found some cool cotton candy places that made like cotton candy burritos. So yeah, I have a problem.
Go to the Mountain State Fair, do you get the cotton candy?
I get all kinds. Like I have 3 flavors that are at home right now for when I need a little reward.
Well, good. Yeah, that's very okay. Awesome. You're 2 for 2, and Matt, you're doing fantastic. All right, when you order pizza, Matt, what are the toppings?
Usually just sausage. Cheese, sausage, maybe pepperoni.
She says pepperoni and sausage.
Yeah, that's it.
Because obviously she is not allowing the black olives or the garlic as the extra on the pizza. So if you were to get one by yourself, would you put the pepperoni, the sausage, the black olives, and the garlic all on there?
I do, actually. Like when I go to Blaze Pizza, that's pretty much exactly what I get.
If it's an individual one,
and yes.
like the
there you
personal
go.
ones.
Awesome. Damn, you guys are crushing it so far. I wish we had prizes. We don't. But if we did, you might have won them. Okay, so what are the names of Amy's 2 best friends? Amy, your 2 best friends' first names are, I'm assuming these aren't the ones that bailed on your birthday, but maybe. No. I don't know. Who are your 2 best friends?
There's 3 that really come to mind.
Well, rattle off the 3. We'll see if you get 2 of the 3.
Michelle, Rebecca, and Des.
Okay, you've got 2 of the 3 on there. Michelle, you didn't make the cut, according to Matt at least.
She's my longest friend. I don't get to see her as often.
Maybe that's why?
Yes.
All right, so Rebecca and Desiree.
Yep.
So there we go. All right, so.
And to be fair, I would have put Michelle if there was 3, but I had to go down to 2. So
You guys are doing great. Fantastic. Okay, so This one's for Matt. Who texts back quicker?
Oh, her. 100%.
Ding, ding, ding. Absolutely. So she also said just me. So there we go. We are 6 for 6 and flying right along here. So the final question, Amy's most prized possession. Amy, your most prized possession. Now, I will say that Matt answered twice, and I'm thinking the first one is a joke, but it might not be.
Oh, no.
We'll see.
Does he count as my prized possession?
You know what? He actually answered that. That was one of the two answers was her husband.
I think my second most prized possession would be my dog, Gunner. Oh, well, okay, Velvet. My horse.
Exactly, your horse Velvet.
Yeah. Oh, man, you can't pit Velvet and Gunner against each other.
I know.
It's tough.
I know.
Or
It's tough.
Ruger.
But I didn't want to
exists
put a
as
whole
well.
list of
You
things
so
there,
can't
so.
have so many
know.
favorites, but clearly Matt was the top
Matt,
of the list.
yes,
So.
he was.
Okay. And Matt, whose family, yours or hers, is more chaotic?
Oh, hers.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Mom. I love you.
No, it's not a
Sorry,
bad thing.
Dad.
No,
It's
no,
not a bad thing at all.
Oh
It's
my
just-
God, you guys
just
nailed
is.
every single. There was nothing there I could even mess with.
To be fair, when we go on our vacations and we watch the Newlywed Show on the cruises, it pays off now, doesn't it? Because I when we go through, I'm like, what would you answer? What would you answer? And he's like, and then I will bug him until he answers. And I said, you never know when this is going to happen, and it's going to be us.
So
and here we are.
Before we started this conversation, you had mentioned you're going on a cruise, and
Yes.
you've always wanted to play the Newlywed Game.
Yeah.
Matt, do you have a little more confidence now that you could excel at the cruise version of the Newlywed Game now that you have just flown through this with flying colors?
I mean, yeah, I would do it. I'm not totally against doing that. But
Sounded like you were.
I mean, I've said
Might
no
need
a
a- might
couple
need
of
a-
times, but,
To be fair, the questions they ask on the cruise ones are meant to bait.
They
Yeah,
are.
they are.
Poor answers.
However, these questions were taken from a list from like the Newlywed Show game. Like these are some of the questions, and some of the ones were kind of weird, and I was leaving them. I left those aside, but I picked these on purpose, thinking we could get these. But look at this, 8 for 8.
Wow.
I mean, you could take home whatever the prize is at the cruise. So where are you cruising?
The Caribbean. So the Dominican Republic, St. Thomas, British Virgin Islands.
Okay.
Yes.
Mom and Dad went down to the Virgin Islands several times, St. Croix, St. Thomas. Loved it down there. So I'm sure you guys will enjoy it as well. And when is the cruise?
We leave Sunday.
Oh, like this week?
Yes.
This week?
Oh, so by the
Yes.
time this actually is published, you'll be out there somewhere in the deep blue ocean.
That's
That's
right.
right.
All right.
Matt will have cocktail in hand, and I'll be pulling him to the Newlywed Show.
Fantastic. So you answer, what is his favorite cocktail?
He loves tequila, but sometimes he will go for a whiskey.
Sometimes.
Is
yeah.
that true?
Yeah, it's true.
I was introduced to the higher end tequila a few years ago. I wasn't even aware because, growing up, I thought tequila, eat the worm, throw it back. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
But lately, I've learned there is such a thing as sipping tequila. Like there is sipping bourbon. And it's the higher end stuff's actually really good. I mean, you can just sit there and sip it and not, like I was when I was a teenager. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't say teenager.
A teenager.
I meant when I hit 21.
I guess I could have said moonshine, but they don't have that on cruises. But
Yeah.
he did a whole presentation for his instructor school on moonshine and distilling.
I have about this much left, about an inch left of a mason jar of what is allegedly a popcorn Sutton batch. So I've had it for years and years and years.
Wow.
But then I think just about everybody says they have that connection right around here. It's like everybody knows somebody that
Right.
has some popcorn Sutton moonshine.
Right.
That's what they say.
There was
And then
like a storage shed with hundreds of jars or something at one point.
Yeah,
Right,
well,
that's what
he
we
had
learned on the show.
He had a whole bunch. Somehow it got out there. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this. I hope you had a little bit of fun doing it, and
Yeah.
now you got a little something to talk about on the cruise.
All
right.
the comments will come back to.
Enjoyed having you guys. Matt Stapanowich, Amy Stapanowich with the Asheville Police Department, celebrating National Marriage Week. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Joined now by Master Police Officer Jonathan Derrick and Business Services Specialist Miranda Derrick. Did I get that one right, Miranda?
You did.
Okay, I wasn't quite sure, but I see you next door to my office all the time, so I don't remember ever seeing a specific name plate.
They don't give me that. You just know I'm there.
Good enough. So we are celebrating Marriage Day, which is February 8th, National Marriage Week, February 7th to 14th. I'm not sure what came first, Valentine's Day or Marriage Week, because it ends conveniently on Valentine's Day, the February 14th. Maybe it's a reminder for dudes to do something, because we're pretty forgetful about that stuff. So thanks for joining me for this.
Thanks for having us.
You.
Let's tell the Derrick story. Okay, first of all, how long have you guys known each other?
Probably since I started working here.
So
we kind of knew of each other, but I don't know that we actually met until a little after I'd started working here. So that's been 5 years ago.
5 years?
Yeah.
Okay. How did that happen? You just showed up in the office one day and...
He was on the traffic safety unit. I was the admin in patrol, which I still do that role. And of course, me ordering equipment, all the things for patrol, for TSU. We had to talk at some point about, these are things you need. This is what I need from you. So
it all started off very technical.
Yeah, I thought she was very cute. I liked her in her glasses, and I kind of shot my shot, and it worked. So.
Of course, then you couldn't have had a beard either, right? Because of the grooming standards.
That's right.
So you would have been a clean-shaven Jonathan Derrick.
So she fell in love with me without my beard.
Okay.
So the beard is even better. So.
And Miranda, clean, beard, which one do you prefer?
I like the beard. I don't mind the clean shaving. But I do like the beard.
The beard does, as I'm told by my wife, create a bit of a rash. If there is some smooching going on, I've heard that. Is the right around the facial area?
No.
Can be
No.
nothing there.
I trim it down right here a good bit. So,
Keep it down.
It bothers me too when it's too gnarly. So
Mine's actually in that middle stage right now. I grow it out in the winter, but it doesn't grow fast. So I want it to be just a little bit longer, so it's not sticking out even though I'm using stuff. True. So I got about a week left before, and then by then it'll start to get warm again, and I'll trim it off for the summer. It's just this whole thing.
It really worked out that they changed the policy on beards for the wedding, because we were like, if we're going to get married and we're going to have to wait until it's cold again, and they changed policy, and I was like, score, we can have a warm wedding with a beard.
yes, I was able to have the beard for the wedding last year.
So did you have your beard prior to being with the APD? Like you always had it and you had to shave it for this? Or it was just something you tried to do one time and let it rock?
I started here when I was 23, and it's always been, you've always had to be clean shaven the entire time.
Exactly.
Until the past couple of years, you could have a beard in the wintertime. So
I think a lot of our officers are enjoying that freedom of having a beard as long as it's kept trim and stuff like that. And I know I enjoy having one.
Yes.
Although I look older in the winter when it gets all mine's gray.
I've got some in mind. Definitely.
Now I know you have a child as well.
We do.
Bennett.
He is our wild child. We have 2 older boys from his first marriage, so a house full of boys. It's never a dull moment.
And so how old is Bennett now?
Bennett will be 3 in August, so he's 2.5.
Yeah.
Then we have Coleman, who's 13, and Jacob, who will be 16 in March.
Months, yeah.
I remember seeing Bennett when I just started, but he was just a little fellow at the time, just an infant.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I've been here 2 years, so I'll get to see him kind of
You get to see him grow up. It's
grow
nice.
up a little bit.
I got pregnant working here, and Chief Step was the patrol captain at the time. So she was my direct supervisor, and immediately, it was all about Bennett before we even had him. We had him early. He came at 30 weeks. Chief Step's like, you're bringing him to work with you. He's not going to daycare yet. And I'm like, all right. Well, he came to work with us for a year.
About a year, yeah.
And then we finally got him in daycare. So
My office wasn't really an office. It was more like a part of that big area in the 3rd floor. It was like I was like in the receptionist desk,
Yes.
So to speak. And I remember you bringing him in, and if it wasn't the day he started to crawl, it was right around then, and he started crawling towards Jackie.
yes.
And so
That is her Peanut.
yeah, that's what I remember is Peanut. She kept calling him Peanut.
Yep. And then, of course, when Chief Lamb was here, he would be in the floor with him and trying to help him learn how to crawl. So he's learned everything from either at home with us or something from someone here at the department.
It really is a family atmosphere here. So we're kind of celebrating marriage with you guys and the Stapanowiches. We've got I think we figured, actually, Miranda, you and I were trying to figure it out, 8 or 9 married couples here.
We do have a lot.
As you start to add them up, you're like, oh, and there's the Bengals, and then there's the Sextons, and then it just keeps adding up. And you're like, oh, we got like 8 or 9
Yeah.
married couples here. And I guess that's, and especially for ones like yourself, you met
We met
here.
here.
I mean, you're here a lot. People are here a lot. And so that makes sense. This is almost like your life.
Well, for the longest time, it's like that was the only time we got to see each other was at work because he works all the time, and my schedule's a Monday through Friday usually, and then every other weekend, you know. So it's like this is our time together. I'll see you at lunch.
We try to make it a point to see each other for lunch at least when we're both working. So even though we're at work, we can see each other for lunch and enjoy a little bit of time together.
So where are both of you from originally? Where'd you grow up?
I was born in Louisiana, and my dad was in law enforcement down there and retired, and we moved up here.
Okay.
So
Miranda?
I'm born and raised in this area.
Okay, so
I left for a little while, but it came back.
so you're a mountain girl,
I am.
and you're a Gulf coaster, which is way different than the mountains.
yes, yeah.
So what's the area you would prefer? And just you could plop down anywhere, do anything. Would it be there or would it be here?
Neither.
You could take your whole
Neither.
family somewhere. Neither one, huh?
No, Louisiana is really hot, bad storms, and
Yeah.
gigantic mosquitoes. It's very muggy down there.
I got a taste of that living in Charleston. It's kind of a similar swampiness to it, so I kind of get that. But there's some beauty to it down there
There is
as
some
well.
beauty, absolutely.
And then here, we've got winter storms that they don't get there, which we're experiencing these last couple of
Yeah.
weeks.
Very unpredictable weather here too, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Where did you leave and then come back to?
So I went to Statesville for like a year and a half, 2 years, and then I came back.
Okay.
I didn't go far.
No, not far at all. You're just down the mountain.
Yeah.
A little bit. So,
So-
what was the first date? First date you guys had?
Took you to coffee.
He did take me to coffee. I don't know if that counts as a date, though.
I think
It was
it
like
does.
a 10-minute interaction of like, oh, crap, I have to go get the boys from school. Let's do another date.
But that's a good introductory.
It was.
date.
It was really good.
It's a good way to just kind of be there without work or anything else and just kind of have the coffee and do the thing. And so if that wasn't the first official date, what was that one? Did you have dinner somewhere? or
We had
something?
lunch at,
A Japanese place on Tunnel Road. Yeah, I forget the name of it, but I met her for lunch on Tunnel Road one day for Japanese or hibachi there. So that was, I'd say that's our first official date.
yeah.
So,
Okay. And then who proposed to whom?
I proposed to her. It took me a long time.
Taking a while, but that's okay.
I just wasn't in a big hurry, and I knew she was the one and would be together, and I was very happy. But I wasn't in a big rush to do it.
Where did that take place?
In Las Vegas, the Golden Steer Steakhouse is where I proposed
okay.
to her. So,
That's a different one. Not judging.
Yeah.
It's just a different one.
It was, I love that place.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a very historic steakhouse.
Obviously, it worked
Elvis,
out.
Marilyn Monroe, they would all eat there.
Okay.
So it's very.
So it's not like going to the Golden Corral then. It's not like that.
no, it's a very, looking at the outside of it, you're like, where am I eating at? It looks like a rundown shopping center. But then you go in and it's very upscale, like has a dress code.
A steak will be about $200.
So I've been to a place in Indianapolis that was like that. They've got some great steakhouses there, and it was like you almost got to wear a suit and tie.
Yeah.
Well, Ruth's Chris here is very similar to that in a way. It's an upscale
Yeah.
steakhouse, and you're going to drop $150, $200.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's probably something most of us can't do too often. But boy, that's some good meat, isn't it?
Well worth it. Well worth it.
So when did you decide you wanted to be a police officer, Jonathan?
Pretty much from an early age. My dad was law enforcement when I grew up in Shreveport, Louisiana. My grandfather was a deputy down in upstate Louisiana as well. And I came up here. I went to college at UNC Charlotte for criminal justice and came back here, and I got hired at the age of 23. So right out of college, I got hired here. So pretty much my whole life.
All right. Miranda, what were you doing when you joined APD?
So prior to, I was a dispatcher in Iredell County for Iredell County Sheriff's Office and Troutman PD. And COVID hit, so moved back and ended up able to get a job here. I thought about law enforcement for a long time, but then after getting pregnant, I was like, nope, not having two parents.
So you're like me, you're considered professional staff and,
Yes.
not non-sworn employee, but you've been around it as,
Oh, yeah.
as a dispatcher and, you know the lingo and all of those things. So obviously.
The crazy schedule that comes with a patrol officer. So it's nothing new if it's, hey, I'm going to be late or,
She's understanding of working weekends and holidays. It works out well. She understands the toll that our job and our schedule can take. She's very understanding of that.
How long you guys been married now?
It'll be a year in April.
I knew it wasn't that long,
No.
so I thought it was about
Yeah,
that
it's
long.
coming up.
Yeah.
So I guess playing the newlywed game is actually perfect
It is actually
for you guys.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so you both got 4 questions. I've got these answers. So you've got to, see how close you can get to the answers of the other.
All right.
All right? So who wants to start?
I'll go first.
Okay. Here we go. So I read her answers. What is your pet nickname for Miranda?
I'd probably say Babe most often.
Correct.
Okay.
Babe is the answer.
Good.
All right, we are 1 for 1. Miranda, what is your favorite leisure activity? Some say leisure. What do you do to decompress, just to kind of chill? What's one of your favorite things to do?
one of my favorite. I like to read.
Reading books.
I got it right.
We're off to a great start.
Yeah.
All right, you guys know each other well. All right, so this is the one where we were discussing prior.
Okay.
She didn't quite know, but I get the impression she knew. Your favorite band or musical artist is?
See, it's hard.
It's more of a genre. I like particular genres of music. I like old country a lot.
See, that's what I was going
Yeah,
with
I don't really have a
first.
particular favorite band.
Her answer was country. It's
Uh-huh.
Eric Church.
Eric Church is by far one of my favorite country artists.
Okay.
By far.
But my initial thought was literally 90s country. But then I was like, all right, band. This is going to be like one of those punk rock bands that he listens to at the gym. And I can't remember the name of it because I don't ever really listen to it.
That was my next thing.
And then every
rock
time it
from the
comes on,
gym,
you're
yeah.
like, you know this song. I'm like, no, I don't. But I know you like them. And I don't remember the name of the
So who are those bands? Who are those ones that you're getting jacked up to in the gym?
Good gym music.
It's a whole different thing. See,
Yeah.
music in the
Yeah.
gym is a different thing.
I Prevail's a great gym band.
Uh-huh.
Bring Me the Horizon, but like modern rock, not like
Yeah.
heavy,
Right.
just modern rock music's really
Yeah, I see. I do in the gym. I do the iHeartRadio app, and they have some channels that are commercial free, and one of them is called Rock Top 20, and it's just the top new rock songs that just keep rotating commercial free, and so it kind of changes once in a while, and it's kind of like
Yeah.
you described.
Yeah.
A little bit up. I wouldn't just listen to that while chilling on the porch.
Exactly.
You know, different type of thing. All right, so. Miranda, what clothing item can you not do without? What clothing item can you not do without?
that I cannot do it.
Might even be based on his answer more like a clothing style, a section of clothing, a type of clothing.
Usually leggings.
Leggings is the answer. There it
Can't go wrong
is.
with
Doing
leggings.
good.
High fives all around. Okay. Jonathan, the last thing you do before you go to bed.
The last thing I do, the very last thing I do is I put on chapstick and I take a sip of water.
Okay.
That's the very last thing I do.
Okay, we're of the same
thing.
breed. I do the exact same
Yeah.
So
thing.
really funny. I almost puts on chapstick, but then I was like, all right.
You were going to say
I was
that?
like, that doesn't really count, does it?
My wife knows my routine as well. I pour my water in the ice thing and I take it upstairs and it sits next to the nightstand with my chapstick right there. Well, in my
Yeah.
case,
Yeah.
Carmex.
I don't have to do that. He gets my ice water for me.
So you got
Before bed.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but of the non kind of that type of thing,
Sure.
just got to do this before you go to bed.
I found it easier. I set out my stuff the night before that I need for work or the gym the day before. So I get my gym bag ready. I get my lunch ready. Make sure the dishes are clean in the sink and things are straightened up in the house. And that way, when I wake up in the morning, my stuff's all ready. I can grab my gym bag, put my uniform on, and go.
That is very close to mine. Check game scores.
Okay.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's like the last
was
thing.
the
That
answer.
is,
Check
yeah.
the scores to make sure you.
It's always, he gets in bed, he's like, all right, I got to check the scores real fast. And I'm like, all right,
Yep.
cool. I mean, I'm just going to.
That's right. I gotta, because I can't stay up for a lot of the late games, the basketball
Oh, God,
and stuff.
yeah, no,
That's like football at 8 p.m. I can't, as much as I want. I'd love to stay up and watch.
Yeah,
it,
well,
but
like
I
when your
can't.
team's like kicking off at like 8:30, you're
Yeah,
like,
there's
nope,
no way. I
I'll
have
see
to
you
work the
half.
next day.
Like, when the Dodgers play,
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
They're all
the
late games
time-
here.
I don't even see the first pitch.
Nope.
They don't even
No.
start until after 10 o'clock.
yeah.
They
So
gotta
we're
be
like,
on the-
we're not staying up this late. We have a 2-year-old.
They got to be on the East Coast. Okay, so Miranda, if you guys won the lottery, What's the first thing you would buy? First major purchase you would
It doesn't
make?
count like paying off things, right?
Nope, this is just kind of your almost a dream, I guess, thing. More like now that I have the money,
We're probably going to get like a farm with horses.
boom,
That's exactly what I said.
farm and horses.
Yep.
See, birds of a feather flocking together here. All right, so last question for Jonathan. Who is your oldest friend?
I work a lot, so I really associate with work people a lot for the most part. A good buddy of mine is Pete. He worked here for a long time, and he works in Greenville now. So
We have a winner.
okay,
You're
good.
welcome.
Yeah.
I almost put Scott. And then I was
Yeah.
like, I could do both.
Yeah. Scott was another one that came to mind.
Pete is what she answered.
Yep.
All right,
Probably
there we
Pete.
go. Final question for Miranda. Who is the better driver?
Probably him.
Jonathan was the answer.
Yep.
I'm going to say him for sure.
Well, he's had
I'm not a
he's
bad
had
driver.
training.
I
Yeah.
drive all day, every day.
All right,
Yes.
this is literally what you do.
Yes.
Like in weather, I'm like, you're driving.
Yeah. And I'm usually the one that drives when we're out. So
Right.
I just enjoy it.
Well, there we go. So
Yeah.
clearly the newlyweds know each other.
really good.
You could
Yeah.
you could go on an actual version of this and do quite well.
We
Yeah.
should.
There you go.
Someone should sign us up. We just need a babysitter.
Yeah, we can't bring Bennett in here. That would be a disaster.
No, actually, that would liven things up, wouldn't it?
It would be, absolutely.
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much for joining me for this. I told you
Thank
it'd be relatively harmless, right?
Yeah, not bad.
Painless, all those things. And you did great at the newlywed game. So, Officer Jonathan Derrick and Business Services Specialist Miranda Derrick, Mr. and Mrs. Derrick, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Joining me now, Sergeant Jesse Ramirez. Thanks for joining me again in the studio.
Yeah, absolutely.
Remember last time we talked was, I guess it was summer, like August maybe?
It was in November-ish, actually.
Was that when it was?
Yeah, because it was right after my daughter won Little Miss Cherokee.
Well, I knew that, and I knew it was still warm-ish.
Yeah.
Because you had just, or were just about to play that annual, the stickball.
Yeah, actually, it would have been October then.
Okay.
So that's what it was. It was the week after we played in October, and I came in all banged up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And at the time, you were a detective.
At the time, yes.
Yeah, and so now your role has changed.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. Let's talk about that. How's the transition been?
It's been good. I mean, got a good group of people. Still learning a lot, but I'm enjoying myself. So, yeah. good
And how
stuff.
about your daughter? You mentioned her. She won Little Miss Cherokee.
Yeah, she is actually, lucky her and my wife, they're in Florida right now.
Oh, good call.
They flew out yesterday. They're in Seminole, Florida. They're having a ceremony and powwow down there for the Seminoles to crown their Cherokee royalty or their royalty. So Cherokee flew out their royalty. So my daughter and my wife are down there while we're stuck up here having to deal with snow.
Yeah.
I just got a picture this morning of them at the beach, and I'm like, cool.
My mom is now officially a snowbird. She goes from Buffalo to Florida now for 2 months every year. And so she's in Fort Myers.
Super smart.
Yes. And I've told everyone, hey, listen, if you can afford to not be in Buffalo or places like that in the winter, just don't.
Yeah.
Just if you can go somewhere else or even like this weekend with your family, just, man, jealous.
Get out.
Yeah, just go somewhere.
Yeah.
Just go somewhere and enjoy it and come on back. And this stuff will be gone soon enough. And
You don't have to deal with it.
as we talk now, this particular episode, this latest snowstorm will have come and gone. So we'll just have to wait and see how bad the effects
Yeah.
were. We had back-to-back, though. We had the ice and then now the snow. And so then hopefully the sun and the warmth soon.
Hopefully. I mean, yeah, I think everybody's ready to see green and see the sun. So
Yeah.
I think that's where we're at now.
Seems like we've had a little more this year.
Yeah.
A little bit more. Or maybe it just feels that way, still on the heels of Helene. Just like anything seems like more.
That anxiety.
Yeah, just a little bit of that. All right, let's talk about your role with the Community Engagement Division and everything you're doing and what the Community Engagement Unit is doing right now. What do you guys got going on?
In addition to, meeting with communities and hearing them out, we got a lot of programs coming up. JPA, which we've ran a couple years now, which is focused towards, we'll say, teenagers.
Yep. So that is the
12 to-
Junior
yeah,
Police
the Junior
Academy.
Police Academy,
Junior-
with 13, 14 to rising seniors.
Okay.
So that's coming up in the summer months, and that will be advertised soon. We have CPA starting soon as well.
The Citizens Police
Yeah, the
Academy.
Citizens Police Academy. And then we have a brand new program that we're launching, which we're calling the Immersion Academy.
This is something Lieutenant Hogan kind of teased on our last episode, and this sounds exciting. Now, this is We're almost now covering all the bases. We've got the Citizens Police Academy,
Yep.
which is pretty much adults of any, age.
Yes.
You've got the Junior Police Academy, which is kind of the younger teens and things along those lines. And now we've got the Immersion Academy. So who are we targeting with this?
So the Immersion Academy is going to be directed towards graduated seniors to about 22 years old, college students, and other professionals in that age bracket that are highly interested in the career of law enforcement, both civilian and non-civilian, civilian and sworn.
Right.
So, if they're interested in law enforcement from an officer perspective, but we also have very important people that work here, so forensics, evidence,
Yep.
unmanned air, or drones.
Drones. Yep.
Intelligence, all that sort of stuff that we're going to completely immerse the applicants and the people that are going through the academy. We're going to completely just dive right into everything that they wanted, like that interesting stuff.
I mean, it's really like a test drive for people that are considering maybe going into a career in law enforcement.
100%. That's what it's directed towards. Like, hey, we're going to show you. We're going to really take you behind the curtain and show you, hey, this is what you can expect. This is what we do, and give them a lot of hands-on experience. Not just talk about it. It's not going to be very classroom oriented. Of course, we're going to have that.
Yeah.
But we're going to have a lot of hands-on stuff. Give these guys a real good look at what we do.
I can't think of too many careers where you can just kind of try it on for size before committing. Do you think of the value of that? Because a career in law enforcement, man, that is a commitment.
Yeah.
That's not just, I'll do that for a little while and try to do something else. Most people that do it, they stick with it.
Yeah, and I think from an early age too. I think with the population that we're going to be targeting, they already know. I think this is what I want to do, and they're interested, but they don't really know. They see it on TV.
Yeah.
They see it on like live PD, and they see it on
Sure.
Cops or
Yeah.
whatever movies they watch. And then now here's an opportunity before they really dive into it. I can really look at it and put hands on it and experience it from a different perspective rather than just looking at it on a screen.
Yeah. Sergeant Jesse Ramirez is joining. We're talking about the Immersion Academy, which is coming this summer.
Yeah, early summer.
Okay.
Yeah, we're looking at May. Okay, we're still hammering some stuff out as far as scheduling. But yeah, we're looking at May. I think it's going to be really fun. It's going to be a really fun experience, not just for them, but for us to be able to showcase what we do. And quite honestly, I think it could be a good recruitment tool for people who are looking to come into the career, but as well as see Asheville's got it going on. We got a lot going on, from patrol, detectives, real-time intelligence center, drones, forensics. You have so many opportunities here. And we're going to showcase that.
There really is a little something for everyone. As you mentioned, Kate, so you're a sworn officer, right? I'm a non-sworn professional staff employee. Yeah. And so that would be, it's not just for cops, basically. This is the type of thing where you could learn the other departments that we have and the other possibilities. Maybe you're not meant to wear a badge and be on the street. Maybe you're meant to be in the office and doing different things. Maybe your skills lend itself to that. It's a chance to learn about the entire department and everything that we have to offer.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, there's so many important facets and people that work, I guess, maybe behind the scenes that people don't really see, and that's the point. They know about forensics. All of that is vital in what we do, and it's just going to, again, showcase all of that and show that there's more than just going out on the streets.
Yeah.
If that's not for you, maybe this other avenue is, and they're going to be able to see all of that and put hands on all of it.
Okay, we know with Citizens Police Academy how that kind of schedules. It is a few hours once a week for 10 weeks.
Yes.
So what is this going to line up like? What is the schedule?
The plan is going to be a week long from 8 to 5-ish. It's going to be a little turned up a notch. I wouldn't say it's going to be a boot camp, but it's going to give them a real taste of, we'll have PT in the morning. We'll have firearms. We'll mess around with forensics again. I know I keep on going back to them, and just giving them an idea of what's going on. But it's going to be, I wouldn't say more regimented, but it's going to be more of a idea of what even an academy would look like. Like, if you want to go through the academy, this is going to be a little taste.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like a scared straight or anything like that.
Well, people need to know what to expect. And if it's going to be, a bit of realism of what you can expect as an officer or something else, then it has to be pretty much that.
Absolutely. I mean, and on top of all of that, we're going to incorporate, hiring process, like what to expect, what to prepare for that, whether it be hopefully Asheville that they want to apply to,
Sure.
but anywhere,
Yeah.
in the career, and what, the timeline, the interview portions, how to prepare for a panel interview, all of that. So really give them a taste, but then how to prepare if this is something what you want to do, what to expect as you go through the process of becoming a law enforcement or getting involved in a department.
And one more way to possibly continue to grow our ranks. We're seeing some good movement in that direction. We're about to have a class of 20 graduate.
Yes.
We've got another class of 10 right now that is going through pre-BLET.
And start on Monday.
Yeah. So they're doing that now. And then on the heels of that, I happen to know the numbers are very strong for the next testing session for the class after that.
Yeah.
So we've got some strength in our numbers that is growing, and this is just one more way to do it. And, quite frankly, we're still low, and the more officers that we can get in the community, the safer the community will be. So it's all positive.
Yeah. It's just a way. It's another way to skin the cat, I think.
So what else do we have going on besides that? That's exciting, and we'll have more coming up on that. But the community engagement unit is always out and about doing things. I know that you said as soon as you're done here, you got to go out to the schools and do some stuff with them. And then there's in your unit is I think 7. I think it's
we have 5 right now.
Okay, 5 currently.
Yeah.
And they're always busy. I mean, sometimes I'll go down there to find somebody and no one's in the room because they're out and about in the community. Yeah. They're doing things. So what do we have coming up that the community can get involved in?
So you mentioned the schools. We have a career day with Ira Jones coming up in March. We'll be out there. We have Battle of the Badges coming up at the end of February, I believe.
Which is a blood drive?
Yes. Yeah, blood drive. And then we are currently working with Coffee with the Cop. I think it's a good event for everybody to come out, really socialize, but we're going to kind of revamp it a little bit, try to make it a little more intimate and just like see what the community wants as far as like to get more community involvement, like have more people come out to these events and make it more, I guess, appealing and attractive for more people to come out and talk to us.
Yeah, it's a great event. I enjoy it and talking with people, and everyone that attends from the community has always told me how much they like it, and some people are there for the first time, some have done multiple, but it does usually occur during the week, like prior to a work day, like from in the morning, like 8 until 9
hours.
or 10 coffee. But some people just can't. They can't do that.
Yeah.
They've got to get to work at a certain time. You've got to get to work at 7 or 8. And you just can't do that.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to have a little more of expansion of that, more opportunity for people to join us.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'll be great. And we always move that around town, too. We try and get it in different locations.
That's very important.
Yeah, because
hit places that we can have conversations with people. Sometimes difficult conversations. That's the point of it.
It is.
We have difficult conversations with people, and we can talk about it, and that's the point of it.
I know the last several we've been in, Central, just near Biltmore Village. We were just there. West Asheville, prior to that on Haywood Road. We were down in South Asheville. So we're moving it all around and hopefully coming to your neighborhood soon.
Yes,
all right.
Absolutely.
Sergeant Jesse Ramirez, thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully you fare well in this storm and you'll be seeing your family again soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
That does it for another episode of the APD Pod Squad. Thank you to my guests, Senior Police Officer Matt Stapanowich and Detective Amy Stapanowich, Master Police Officer Jonathan Derrick and Business Services Specialist Miranda Derrick, and Sergeant Jesse Ramirez. And thank you for listening. If you've got a question or suggestion, I want to hear from you. Call 828-250-8800 and leave a voicemail. You don't even have to talk to me in person. You can just leave a voicemail. That's 828-250-8800. Or you can email apdpodcastfeedback@asheville.nc.gov. Listen and subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts and don't miss a single episode. I'm Rick Rice, and this is the APD Pod Squad.
Mountains high